Hey, if you own a hot tub store, you've probably been experiencing the ups and downs over the last few years. Remember the pre-COVID days? Things were predictable, they were stable, right? You knew what to expect until the pandemic hit. If you had inventory, you could sell spas hand over fist. Sales were skyrocketing. Then came the downturn, okay? And now things just seem off. The reality is, spa retail isn't just about selling hot tubs. If this industry was solely based on just selling hot tubs, this would be a pretty easy business model for most spa store owners. I'd say to you, hey, just dive into SpaSurge Academy, go through our sales training for spa sales, and get more skill, go sell more hot tubs, grow your business. But the spa retail industry isn't just about selling hot tubs. Guys, as a spa retailer, you have a lot more on your plate than people probably realize. I mean, you gotta deal with seasonality of the hot tub industry. Demand goes up and down. You gotta deal with inventory management, right? Relationships with your suppliers, managing your staff, hiring, training, firing, all this kind of stuff. You've got big box retailers that are advertising in your market, selling spas at a fraction of your cost. You have e-commerce businesses that feel like they have a never-ending advertising budget that you're competing with. Online stores, right? You got to figure out how to get your marketing dialed in, right? You have to figure out how to get consistent lead flow so your pipeline's always full of people that are interested in buying. You got to make sure your showroom is appealing to people. You got to come up with offers that get people's attention, stand out in a crowd. Super competitive market. You got to worry about people leaving you negative reviews, right? On Yelp and Google and Facebook. There's so much that you have to worry about, all during economic uncertainty, fear of a recession, all this stuff hanging in the balance. I mean, it's a tough business. And look, every business is a tough business. But look, you guys that own hot tub stores, it's a grind, right? We know the game. We've been there. We sold our hot tub store in 2022 after a 7-figure exit, and it was a grind. I get it. It was tough, but we excelled. We started it from nothing. Brand new store, and in just a few years we scaled it up and sold it for a pretty solid multiple. I'm here today to tell you how we did it. I'm sure you've noticed showroom traffic isn't what it used to be. You've likely experienced a sharp or gradual decline in sales over the past couple of years. I'm here to tell you you're not alone. We work with hot tub stores every single day. Owners like you are just feeling stuck in this post-pandemic sales drought. It's not just you. That probably doesn't make you feel better, but please just know you're not alone. Okay, everybody's experiencing this right now. You watching this short video right now, I don't know how much you know about SpaSurge. I know a lot of people are talking about us. You've probably seen our ads over the last couple of years, or maybe you've bumped into one of our clients somewhere and they've talked to you about us. But I want to take a minute to tell you who we are. Okay, my name is Garen Manzo, co-founder of SpaSurge. My business partner Tyler and I started SpaSurge shortly after selling our hot tub store in 2022. We are now a growth partner for spa retailers just like you. We only work in the hot tub retail industry. We're in over 60 markets across the USA, and we now have a few clients in the UK market, but we only work with spa retailers. That's all we do. It's the only people we work with. This industry had been waiting for a company like us, okay? A company that only works in the hot tub space, that specializes in your niche, your industry. People have been waiting for that, and we gave it to you. Now you probably know us as a marketing agency. Okay, oh, SpaSurge, yeah, the marketing guys, the hot tub marketing guys. Yeah, we do marketing. We generate you a ton of leads, which, by the way, is the lifeblood of your business. We get you way more showroom visits, way more qualified buyers walk through your front door. We identify your store as the place to buy a spa. Yes, we do all that. You're correct. You guys know this already. What you may not know is as a growth partner, we don't just do marketing and advertising. What we found over the years of doing this is we can supply you with all the leads in the world. But if your sales systems aren't locked in and sharp and tight, if you don't have the capacity to handle this type of lead volume that's flowing in, and if you can't do follow-up calls consistently every single day, the leads don't mean a thing. So if we send you 50 to 100 leads every month of people that are interested in a hot tub, but you don't have a dedicated rep that can handle that lead volume, and you're not following our exact sales systems that we teach in SpaSurge Academy, you'll have leads, but sales numbers aren't going to change significantly until you change your system significantly. If you have a salesperson or a sales team that's hungry to learn, wants to get better, we coach them through our SpaSurge Academy sales training platform. And we'll get on coaching calls and we'll make sure that they're doing all the right things and they're following the best practices and their outreach is dialed in and tight. And we'll make sure they have the skills to close more of these leads. Now, if you don't have a dedicated salesperson that can take on this responsibility, we supply you with one. We'll insert one of our skilled salespeople, SpaSurge salespeople, who are highly trained, highly skilled, who have gone through SpaSurge Academy, who understand the industry. We'll insert one of those reps into your business to call your leads on your behalf and set appointments, showroom appointments at your store. They'll do all the outreach for you, and they do it at a very high level. These appointment setters understand our sales philosophies, they understand the spa retail industry, and they're very solid. Our reps are full-time for you. Right? They work 7 days a week. They'll make up to 300 outbound calls a day, follow-ups every single day, new leads that come in. They're calling new leads within 5 minutes of them hitting your pipeline. Those leads are being called every day for 10 straight days. And these appointment setters will turn these leads into showroom visits. Let's do an example using very conservative numbers real quick, okay? All right, so when we're onboarding a new client, we do market research, on your geographic area to figure out how much ad spend is needed to blanket your entire market and get the most qualified leads as possible. So depending on how much demand is in your market, we'll be generating anywhere from 50 to 200 leads every single month. But if you're in a huge market, major city, you're going to get way more leads. If you're in a smaller town, very small market, then of course you're not going to get as many leads because there's not as much demand. We'll use 100 leads as the example here. Okay. So you have 100 leads that come in. Out of those 100 leads, you should be able to book 20% of those leads to a showroom visit, meaning they're on the calendar, they have a specific date and time that they're going to come in. So out of 100, 20% is 20 showroom visits that are scheduled. Now, not everybody is going to show up to their scheduled appointment, right? People flake out and they cancel or they reschedule. So out of those 20, 15 of them might actually show up. Okay, so out of the 15 leads that showed up to their scheduled appointment, this is different for everybody. So you tell me, what's your ups closing rate? Like if you have an up, you got people that are in the store, showroom visits. We found with our clients anywhere from 40% to 60% is their closing rate of people that are actually in front of them physically in the store. We do have clients that'll do like 70, 75%. But that's all different based on, showroom setup and skill of the salesperson, a lot of different variables. So we use 50% as the average. That's a typical closing rate of walk-ins, people in your store. So out of 15 people that showed up, let's say 7.5 of those people end up buying. So now we want to calculate what your average ticket is, right? Your average order value. I'll use $13,000 as kind of a base, an example. If you're selling some of these big guys like Bullfrog, Hot Spring, Jacuzzi, this average order value might be higher than that. If you have, something that's, a lower price point, you might be 8,000, 10,000, 12,000. Let's just use 13,000 as an average order value. So that would give you 13,000 times 7.5 is 97.5. So $97,500, almost $100,000 in gross revenue. So this is before expenses, right? So you obviously have the fee that you're paying us. You also have your ad spend. You have your COGS, cost of goods. You got your cost on the product, your overhead. You might be paying your reps a commission on every deal that they pop in the store. So out of this 97, you're probably only going to net something like 30%, 20, 30%. You can change these numbers around to give yourself your more accurate numbers, but we like to see about a 30% net profit after expenses. So for every 100 leads that we're generating, generating for you, you should be netting somewhere near 30,000 bucks a month. So, I mean, hey, I'm sure it wouldn't suck to pay yourself an additional $20,000, $30,000 a month, or be able to reinvest into your business, reinvest in multiple locations, which is actually what a lot of our clients are doing with their profit right now. So the profit that's generated, they're opening up second and third locations. But this is a pretty typical conservative example here of what you can expect from what we do. Not to mention, there's plenty of people that see our ads that we've made for you, see our landing pages we made for you, all the promotion, all the offers that we have out there in the marketplace for you. People see that stuff. They might not fill out a lead form every time. Rather than that, they'll just show up to the store, right? So this is not counting any of that. The systems that we install into your business are the exact systems that we used ourselves in our own store, as well as the same systems that we're implementing all over the country in all these markets that we're in. They're proven, tried, and tested strategies, and they're implemented and perfected using over $1 million worth of advertising data that we've generated ourselves. Look, guys, I've seen a lot of generalist marketing agencies come and go. I'm sure you have too. It feels like every time I go on Facebook or Instagram, there's a new guy on there promising you the world, talking about how he's going to get you, 20 hot tub leads a month. First and foremost, better be getting you a lot more than 20 leads a month. But they're guaranteeing the world to you just for you to be very disappointed with the results that are actually generated. These generalist marketing agencies, they have no clue about spa retail in the hot tub world. All right, they're using the same strategy for you as a hot tub store as they are for a chiropractor and a real estate agent and a roofer. Okay, it's all the same strategy. That's what generalists do. They work with everybody. They're wasting your money. And frankly, they'll be here today and gone tomorrow. I've seen it a dozen times already. Okay, it's a generalist marketing strategy where they're throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping that it sticks. And guys, there's a big difference between talking the talk and actually generating results. I don't want to make this video too long. I want to respect your time. I'm not going to put you through a super long video right now. So what I'd like to do is ask you to schedule a call with me. All right, we'll talk face to face over Zoom. I'll share my screen and show you every ounce of our marketing strategy, our spa retail custom CRM that we give you. I'll give you all the details about our appointment setter program and how that'll help your business and everything in between. Just click the button below this video, schedule a date and time that works for you, and we'll get on a call and share everything with you. Look, if your spa sales just aren't where you want them to be, if your business isn't where you want it to be, it doesn't have to be that way. I'd love the opportunity to explain what we do and how we do it in detail over a call, just us. You can ask all the questions you want, full transparency on everything, and let's see how we can help you. Just click the button right now, schedule a call. I guarantee you'll enjoy the call. I promise you'll enjoy your time with us, and you'll probably learn a lot along the way. Click the button right now, and I look forward to talking to you soon.